Welcome back. All right, so today I am dehydrating some citric fruit. I'm gonna do oranges and what do I got? Oranges, lime, lemons. I've got cranberries. I've got some cinnamon. But what I want to do is I've got a bunch of these here, I'm dropping it. These little Christmas containers with the dehydrated fruit, and it makes like for the stovetop potpourri. So, you know, with the cranberries. So, actually, I'm going to reverse the camera and let you see the cranberries. I'm going to put those in because they take the longest to cook. And I'll explain to you what I did. Alright, so here's the cranberries, and what I've done is, if you can see, I've cut them. I've put a slit in each and every one of them. Now you could boil them, you could freeze them, and then pop them, like squeeze them and pop them and crack them. And the reason that you want them cracked is because of the skin. So even like the same with grapes and things like that. Otherwise what's going to happen is there'll be like moisture inside, or it'll be so hard. Sometimes then what happens is when it's done, because it just kind of, it's hard to explain. You could squish it and it can turn to dust. So you want it to dehydrate evenly. You definitely want to, blueberries, grapes, everything that's got a skin like that, you want to slice. And like I said, these are going to take the longest. I'm going to do it in my oven. My oven, the lowest it goes to is 175. So once I put it in, I will keep the oven door cracked open, like about even like here. And I'm going to get a fan, and I'm just going to like sit it over here and let it, that way it circulates all the air and it releases all the moisture out. So I'm going to get this in the oven and started, and I will be back to start cutting up all the grapefruit and everything. And yeah, I used fresh cranberries. Now, like I said, you could just throw these in the freezer. Leave them in there for a couple of days, thaw them out, and then they'll be soft, and you could squish them and pop the skin. Throw them in a pot of water and boil them, but just make sure that each one is cracked open. Alright, so if you look here, you see how these are getting like, they're dry. Okay, so listen. Listen to the sound. Don't mind, I'm in the middle of cooking, but listen to the sound. See how it tings, right? Now this one here, if you look, it's still pretty plump. See, it just kind of thumped. So, not done. And we don't want to just throw these in the jar when they're not fully done, because they will mold. And then your whole jar will be no good. So, I'm just going to separate them and just put in these ones here that are still not done. And they've been cooking probably 6 or 7 hours now. So, it takes a while for the cranberries. Alright. So, the cranberries are done. I've got them in here in a sealed container. If you're worried that they are not fully dehydrated, put them in the container, and every day shake them up, move them around, and just watch. As long as you're watching, and then so that they don't get moldy. Now mine, I'm not worried about it. I know that I've checked each one. They're, as you can hear, quite dehydrated. Alright, so we are moving on. Oh, and so these took between 12 to 24 hours in my oven. And that was at 170 with the oven door propped open. Alright, so for the, we've got oranges and lemons, more lemons, and some limes. I've still got other oranges and things to do. So 200, we've got the oven at 200, and it will be in the oven. I'm going to leave that for, I don't know, probably at least 2 hours, and then I will check them and see how they are doing. But my house smells so good already, and they're not even, oh my goodness. All right, so I have the all the lemons, and I did grapefruit, oranges, apples. I did some lime. So I got all that dehydrated, and I've got everything into my containers. Now, I'll show you what I did for Christmas. Easter time, you can get like little Easter jars, containers, same for Valentine's Day, and you really could use any type of fruit that you like. I love the citrus smells. So I've got it, like, here's a little Christmas one, but let's say you didn't want it in Christmas and you just had a plain little jar. Now I just want to show you, I put like star anise in there. I've got clover in there. I have allspice in there. I've got the cranberries in there. And I made sure 100% that they were fully dry. Otherwise you will get mold in there, and you don't want mold. So yeah, let's not have that one. It's a bigger one. You know, it's a bigger size jar. And then I've got some, I have some of the smaller ones, right? And there's all the, and the little cranberries, you know, like I said, you can squish them, make sure that they are popped. I've got cinnamon sticks in there. See if you can see the cinnamon sticks sticking in there. And then I have my little labels with the instructions on it. And yeah, you know, you just put it in, say, dump that in there with, say, 4 cups of water, and let it simmer, and the whole house smells amazing. I'll do this all year round. I love the citrus smell through my house. And that is it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You hear my puppies. Well, she's not a puppy anymore. She's like 3 years old. She's talking to me. But yeah, so hit that subscribe button and the bell. That way you're notified when I upload. And I'll see you again.